Hi, I'm Lizzie and welcome back to my channel. In this week's video I'm going to talk through my 10 favourite items from Beauty Pie, and if you have watched other videos on my channel you might have already seen one that I did a couple of years ago about my Beauty Pie products, but obviously it's been a couple of years further along the line now, and obviously they've released new products and also I've now got different favourites, so I thought I'd do a recap. And I just have to say at the beginning of this is that I will put a link below which is my link to Beauty Pie, but these are just the products that I really love and that I'd like to share with you. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the cleanser that I use, and the cleanser that I found that I like the best is this Juju Daily one. I've tried lots of them, but this is the one that I really like and I've come back to again and again. It's like a milk, so you just put it on your face, and then I tend to use water with a cloth afterwards. And actually that goes to my second thing that I'm going to say is my favourite, which is one of those things that I didn't buy anything like this for a while, but you know what happens when you end up having a few credits left at the end of the month and you've got a bit of money left on your shopping basket. I bought some of these. So they're the double-sided organic cleansing cloths, and they're just really nice. They just make a difference from the flannel. So they've got one side is just cotton, like a muslin, and the other side is a bit of like a microfiber. So after I've put the cleanser on, I then wipe off with this, and I just, again, for ages I just thought, oh, it's fine, I'll just use a flannel, but actually I'm really glad I bought these. So I just thought I'd stick those into my top 10 because, you know, you might overlook something like that, so that's why I just put that in. So that's my number 2. Now my number 3 would be the step that comes next, which is these drops. They're called the micro peeling Plantastic drops. You can't read that on there, but Plantastic micro peeling super drops, pore refining. I don't use this all the time. I use it kind of a couple of times a week. I do just find it does do that pore refining, and I just like that. So that's one of the ones I put on in the day that I really enjoy. And my next item, number 4, is my day cream, and this is the one that I've come to rely on. Again, on the last video I used a different one, but this is the one that I'm using at this time of year. It's called Pure Oxygen, and I know this sounds weird, but it actually smells like oxygen. It's got a really nice smell, and it just smells really fresh. I like this because it's not too heavy. It's kind of really good for this kind of springtime. In the winter I was using a heavier one, and then this is a fairly new purchase. I've only had this about a month, and I just really like it for a day wear. So that's the one that I've started using, Pure Oxygen. And that goes on to my number 5, which is the sunscreens, and I've got 2 here, but they're the same thing, so I'm counting that as 1. I use Factor 25 like every day, and then when it's a bit sunnier I put on the Factor 50, and these are just really light. They're really lovely. So those are basically always going to be in my kit, so the 25 and the 50, and that goes on to my number 6, which is my night routine, which you will have seen before because I haven't deviated from this. It's the Super Retinol gang. I'm counting them as one product as well. They're just great, and again, I think I said on my last video, I know you can get better product probably in terms of the intensity, but for the price, I only buy beauty products from Beauty Pie, and so I just use these. And actually one of the things I've added to the mix is this high dose intensive booster treatment, which I hadn't sort of noticed because I think the packaging's so similar. I hadn't noticed. It's probably been on offer for ages, but I've added that in, and you use it for a month and then you have a break. So these are what I basically put on every single night, and so that's my number 6. My number 7 is what I put on after that, because I find that my skin's really dry, dehydrated. It's really dehydrated, and so I always find that the moisturiser from the retinol isn't sort of rich enough. So again, I discovered these relatively recently, Super Healthy Skin Sleep Oil, and I just love it. It's really light, so again I put that on every night after the retinol stuff. Yeah, I just really like it, and it smells, again, it's another one that smells really nice, and it's just very light, so I recommend that. And then the final sort of couple of products are three products are actually ones again that I'd kind of came to when I had a few credits left over. So one of them I really love is this eyeshadow stick. They call it this one's called Choco. You'll see it's kind of like a thick stick. I don't know if you can see that. And I just like it. I just put a little bit of a line over my lash and then smudge it in, so it's like that little bit of makeup. It's just so easy, and I just really liked it, and I thought it was really handy. And it's one of those things that I can't remember how much it was, but if you've ever got a little bit of credit, they've got all sorts of colours, so even if this isn't the right sort of colour for you, I definitely recommend you giving those a go. The number 9 is nail varnish. Their nail varnishes are really good, and you might have overlooked them, but so this is the one I've got on this one now. They call this one Black Cherry Bomb, and I'll tell you why I love them is they've got a really wide brush, so you know I'm not very good at painting my nails, if I'm honest, and obviously before lockdowns I would go and get my nails done, but you can see it's quite a fat brush, which means you literally only have to do a couple of sweeps down the nail, and I also bought the undercoat. I've got a different brand's top coat that I use that's a fast action one. But this is a top coat and this is the nail varnish, and I also really love this colour as well, this sort of nude colour, but I really recommend the nail varnishes if you haven't tried them. And then my last thing is this candle. Again, I treated myself to this when I sort of had a bit of credit, and it smells absolutely amazing, and it's big. Can you see it's in my hand? You know, I buy candles quite a lot, but it's really a big candle, and I burn that a lot, and it's still got quite a bit left. But you know, sometimes we don't treat ourselves, do we? So I know that the beauty products, but this is the green one, and it's called, and I know I'm getting this wrong, Revs Desi. Now I know that I've said that completely wrong, but anyway, it's the green one. And it smells really divine, and I've bought this as a gift for people as well, and they've loved it, so I really recommend that. And that's my number 10. So they're my current Beauty Pie favourites, and I know that they'll probably change because they're always adding such brilliant products, but I hope that you find that useful, and I would love to know what your favourite Beauty Pie products are, if you've got any that I've missed out on. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. And if you'd like more videos, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel for the other videos that are available. Thanks so much.